good-looking group up front. It looks like my class, the only difference is they're not looking down at their cell phones every 5 seconds. I've noticed that. There's only a couple here that I've spotted tonight, but, so they're pretty attentive. That's good. And I'm glad the swim team didn't leave, or there will be nobody left in the gym to class. I don't know if Coach Bryant, I was going to say next year we let the swim team go last, so we'll have a captive audience. We'll have a lot, especially since she went over her time limit. But that's all right. All right. Before I move on to our guys, Coach Chambers is awesome because, for a lot of reasons, I'm sure his 22 grandkids, his 9 grandkids, probably best. But Coach Chambers was the assistant coach for the girls team. Did a great, very serious, worked hard every day. Believe it or not, doesn't get paid a lot of money to do it, just like everybody else. We needed a JV coach for the boys team halfway through the year, so he does that too. I'm like, how in the world are you going to do that? You know, and then on top of that, he has like 1 or 2 rec teams that he coaches when he's not here. So you're talking about loving basketball and being committed. Hope you guys will give him another round of applause. He did a great job. Before I get to our guys, a lot of people to thank here. Coach Bryant does a great job. You know, he's nonstop with middle school and high school, having to work out the gym arrangements all the time because the gym is used by everybody, so it's nonstop. He does a great job with it. Miss Stewart, first year as principal, great job. A lot of fun to work with, a real good person. Coach James, girls coach, lucky to have her. Very serious, very committed. You know, that's one of the things I like about everybody on the basketball staff is they really work hard, and I think our girls see that and know that. She has high expectations, and that's really good. Miss Farnell and the cheerleaders did a great job as well. We rode on the bus with them, so that was interesting many times, especially on the way back. I don't want to leave anybody. And, you know, Coach Bryant and someone else mentioned our parents are great. And that's one of the cool things about this school, too, besides one of many things. You know, the parents are great because in basketball, it's not like this school is a basketball power. And this is one of those sports where you have to get in there and bump elbows and bodies and run and jump and hit and all kinds of stuff. It's not easy to get out there a lot of times because our school is in an area with a lot of really good teams, with a lot of really good athletes. But I know one of our games, early in the year, we were like at Sherrall or somewhere in South Carolina, and the only people in the stands about were our parents. There were like 6 of them. I'm like, thanks for coming. This is great. We got somebody, you know. But our parents are really good. You know, it's a great school. I'm glad to be here. All right. I just want all our guys to come up real quick, and I'll talk a little bit about you while you're up here. So, guys, come on up, and let's give them a hand as they come up here. And they're all here, so that's good. Oh, no, hold on. Where's the rest of the guys? Oh, this is it. I'm sorry. Go ahead. And this is not the JV. This is the varsity. Even though there are 5 sophomores here, and we left all our guys. This year, if you're 6'2" or above, you cannot play. So that was our rule. Ben Killian's about to be maxed out on that. Couple things real quick. I just mentioned the fact that we really are, like our conference that we play in, 1A, 2A conference is probably the toughest conference in the state because we got the Cupperson State Championship game last year. Monroe, 1A could be in it this year. Cupperson might be in it again. Piedmont's really good. And there's some really good teams. Our goal this year was to improve all year and play our best at the end of the year. And we did. Our best game of the year was Tad. Our last regular season game was a lot of fun. You know, we almost went above our average points at halftime. The problem was that it was just halftime, you know, and we'd already done, and I'm like, man, we might score, we're at 34, we might score 60-some points tonight. Needless to say, I think we might have got right around 50. If we ever hit 50, that was big, you know, it was really good, because we're not a team that just scores a bunch. for several reasons. One is that we're young and we've got that stupid 6'2" or below rule. That tells, I gotta talk to Coach Brian about that rule for next year. But anyway, I've coached for a long time. I know it's hard to believe because I look like I've only been coaching for a few years. But I'm telling you, if you do this long enough, you have all kinds of groups, all kinds of teams, real good ones, ones that aren't so good, and those in the middle. Character, this school is about character. That's the cool thing. When I ended up coming, I was like, you know what? All my friends I talked to, and I'd say, you know what, this is the best thing, because that's what I've always been about at every school I've been at, whether in school or with our teams. That's a big thing. And the neatest thing is, halfway through the year, our record wasn't good. But a newspaper reporter that I don't know, and I didn't talk to him all year, all of a sudden someone told me, Coach Chambers told me, he's on top of all that stuff. I think he's the one that told me there was something in the paper about our guys. So I went and bought the paper, actually I was online because I live a little bit away, and they had a little paragraph about our guys and just about the character they showed by not giving up, playing hard. And what more do you want? Your goal and anything you do is do your best. And our guys did their best. Our guys, even if we were down 5 or 10 or more, whatever it was, didn't matter. They never stopped trying. And they never, what I love, it's very unusual, they didn't blame anybody, which I couldn't get over. Now, you can go watch Cumberland, Monroe, you can go watch teams anywhere in the state. You can watch Carolina, Duke, anybody. People are going to blame, when things don't go your way, people blame other people. That's human nature. Our guys, I'm sure in their minds they're thinking some of this stuff, but I didn't see any of our guys all year. They're, man, what are you doing? Why do you pass? Why do you do this? They didn't. And regardless of the score, it didn't matter. You would never know the score unless you look at the scoreboard watching our guys play. And I don't care, and I'm telling you, now I'm not just saying this, I tell our guys this, I would not trade this group for anyone. I don't care how many wins you have, because there are things more important than winning. And, in life every day, you're not going to win. Every day, things don't go your way. And I know what, as a group, this is a great group because they can handle it. So, it's not all about winning. So that's another reason. I really love that Christ, and I love this group. They did a great job.
Yay!
Real quick, we have 5 sophomores, 2 juniors, and 1 senior. So the good thing is that they're all going to be back except for one. We're going to miss him a lot. That's Ethan. But no joke. Before the season, I'm thinking, hey, this 5 sophomores have a pretty good JV team. I really wasn't thinking they'd be on varsity. I wasn't expecting them to. But the way it worked out, they did. They were, and they did a great job. That's a big step. You go middle school JV, that's a big step. JV varsity, that's a big step. But they stuck with it all year and got better. We had 2 juniors, like I said, and 1 senior. Our sophomores, Harrison Wisnett, just put a hand up or something. And everybody at this school knows everybody. Ken Killian. Wow, okay. Miles Lloyd. And Andrew Elot. Matthew Elot. And by the way, I just figured out who their sister was tonight because I didn't know all year. I was like, wait, who's their sister? I don't know who it is. And I saw her tonight finally. Juniors, Colin Whitaker. And Jeff Beaton. Okay, and Ethan Daly. Thank you. And this is no joke, but every one of our guys did improve all year, especially the guys that were sophomores, because I really didn't keep expecting them on the varsity. Those guys from day one to the end of the year, I'd love to have one of those time-lapse photography where it shows, the flowers growing in the wood or something, but just to show this group, the first day of practice is the last day, how much better they got was amazing. Really, I was very proud of them. Now, for the awards, and let me say say this, I picked all of them. I picked them. Everybody said, I didn't do it. They voted. You know, you can't give an award to everybody. We had a bunch of great guys, and, you know, there were several people for each award. I'm thinking, yeah, they improved too, they did this and that, but there's only 3. Most improved player. This person, out of 5 sophomores, was probably 4th or 5th who I thought would be on varsity before the season. By the end of the season, he was almost like an all-conference type player. And our team struggled as a team success-wise, and I've coached for a long time, but I'm telling you, I've coached one other guy in my career that had a knack for rebounding like this guy. Amazing. He averaged double-figure rebounds. Amazing for 10th grade. Ben Killian. Next, we have the Coaches Award, and you know, our group. A Coaching Award, like Coach James put it best. You know, they're the players that do what you want them to do. You don't have to tell them twice. They're there on time. They work hard, and we had the person who's our coach gets our Coach Award. The epitome of the award. What a great kid. I mean, he didn't talk a lot, but there's no way. I mean, he was never negative. It was great. And if after games or before games, when I'm talking to the team, I'm looking around like now I'm looking over here like they're not even looking at me, but I'm looking over here before the games and he gets glued to everything I'm saying. It's incredible. And you know, so that's all you can ask for. People that listen, they do what you ask them to do, they do their best. And he did a great job for us. This year's Coach Award, Ethan Daly.
Yeah!
And not a coincidence, I just found this out. Every year in teaching, I put on the board the first day of my class a thought, and it's always the same one. For my team, it's always the same one. Those that hear are common, those that listen are rare. And just talk about people that are good listeners. And go, hey, you know, that carries over into academics and stuff too. So it's not a surprise that our scholar athlete is Ethan Daly.
Yeah.
All right, last but definitely not least, our MVP. And this is pretty funny because for a lot of reasons, but one is halfway through at the end of the first semester, I had this temporary panicky feeling because I was told that one of my guys may not be able to play for academic reasons. Then they told me who it was. I'm like, holy cow! How can if he doesn't play, we can't even get the ball across half court. What are we going to do? You know. So luckily, you know, everything got straightened out, and he was able to play. But and I think about 4 or 5 games ago, I told our team at halftime, you know, what's funny is this is the guy that I got on the most. His parents were once convinced that I hate him probably, but I really don't. I love him to death. He did a great job. But it's one of those that have given a lot of lots expected. Without him, and I told our guys at halftime, I said, yeah, hey, first half, I'm on him, he's not playing great tonight, but guess what? He has to do everything. As far as getting up court, if we didn't have him, we couldn't get across half court. We couldn't get past the podium. But he did, all year, did a great job. Very competitive. And I kept telling him all year, I'm like, you know, you can be a really good player. You're your own worst enemy. You know, you can't be a perfectionist. You can't be afraid to try things you haven't tried. And he did a great job. Pleasure coach, this year's MVP, Jake Beeson.
Yay!
And I have reached my time limit, I've been told. Okay. And you guys, we'll get your certificates right when we break up in just a minute. All right, but great job. One more round of applause for these guys, please. Next, we got cheerleading.
That was good.
Woo!
That was good. Then he got MVP.
Yeah.